I was a little bored tonight, so I decided I'll make a video doing some tier lists. I've done some tier lists in the past. They're pretty, they can be pretty fun, you know? I could do like a little discussion and stuff while I make them, you know? Yeah, and since I'm such a big Yokai Watch fan, I decided, you know what, let's do some Yokai Watch ones. Because it's, you know, it's on brand. I love Yokai Watch. And I'm actually in a couple. I'm in the Yokai Watch YouTuber one, like these two right here, which is really cool. You know you've made it. You know you made it when you're in one of these. I don't know. I don't know. But let's check out the Yokai Watch areas, Yokai Watch 1 to 3. Let's do a tier list on that. Looking at them all like displayed here, it does not seem like that there's like much. Like I kind of feel like that there's like should be a lot more, but no, I guess this is all of them, which is interesting. You know, there's not that many areas, but a couple of them are pretty massive. Like past Springdale is just like all of these combined. Really, the first 4 or 5, all of them combined, but just like definitely like shrunken down a lot, but. Still, yeah, let's start with Uptown Springdale. Uptown Springdale is like the first ever map in the first 2 games, and even in the 3rd game. It's not, actually. It's not the first map. I mean, it's the first in cutscene, I think, but you don't play in it, because even in the start of Haley Ann's journey, you're in Breezy Hills, which is, it's a nice change. But yeah, Uptown Springdale. I really love the music in Uptown Springdale. It's very nostalgic, especially in the first game. In the second and third one, I guess because I've played the second game like so many times in the past for so long, I've like hundreds of hours in it. I kind of just like lost the feeling in it. But like going back to like the original Uptown Springdale theme for the first game, that is just like, oh my god, that is amazing. I loved the soundtrack there. And it's a pretty big map, just for like the first area there. Like Yokai Watch has a very nice like open world kind of system to it, right? Like comparing that to like other RPGs or other monster collecting RPGs, wink wink nudge nudge, it's pretty impressive. It's pretty impressive. Yeah, I would put Uptown Springdale probably an A. Because, you know, at least in the first 2 games, this is where you start your journey. There's a lot of cool yokai there. A lot of like the anime and the manga are like surrounded in this town, Uptown Springdale. It's just a very nostalgic place. Downtown Springdale is really interesting. That's like the city part, right? I would probably put downtown in like B, maybe. I think, you know, they do have some interesting things in the 3rd game. They added like a whole like mall, which was just not in the other games. I don't know when they built that, but yeah, they added like a whole ass like mall there. And then in the 2nd game, in the post game, and then just from the start of the 3rd game, they have that whole gym where you can level up your yokai, do some boss rushes, which is really cool. But yeah, I'll put downtown under B. They also have like the egg that you can rub. It's like a daily thing. I don't remember exactly what happens after you complete that daily thing. I know in like Mount Wildwood there's like that chest where at the shrine there where you could put like money into it, and then after like a week or so you would find Spemp. But I'm not sure about the egg in downtown. Maybe it could be his recolor. I forget what his name is though. He's red, but I don't think so. I don't know what happens. I don't think I've gotten to that point. And Mount Wildwood, this is kind of where the whole story kind of began though. I would low-key put Mount Wildwood at A. I don't know if that's controversial. I would put Mount Wildwood at A because I do really love the atmosphere of Mount Wildwood. I love the soundtrack for it. I love that, you know, the whole like foresty kind of vibe, like with like the mystical tree and everything with the Cranky-kai. I think that's just so cool. And I love that there's like a whole like dungeon area in the back of it. That's really cool. I don't know, it's just a really cool area in the game. The Springdale Waterways, I would put that. Now this is a place that like changes every game almost. I think in the first and second one they're pretty much the same, but then in the 3rd game they're like completely different. Like there's like a whole like cult happening in it or something. I don't know. But then there's also like a bunch of these blocks that like later in the game, not to spoil anything, but later in the game in Yokai Watch 3, you get like a watch upgrade that gives you like a drill or something that you can like break these blocks. It's insane. But I think in general, I would probably put it at the same as like Breezy Hills and Chopper Row and C. Because it's just, I don't know, it's just not really much of a fun place to walk around. It's a bit of a labyrinth, but it's not really a fun labyrinth. Like, you kind of do need a guide to see where the many entrances are on the main map just to unlock the secret yokai that's in there. Like a mini boss. It's not even an actual boss, but it's a mini boss. Greasel? Oh, no. Evil. Right? And then, even in, like, the Switch remake of the first game, there's a massive glitch. I don't know if they fixed it or not. They probably have, but where it's, like, he just doesn't even, like, show up. Which is insane. He just doesn't even show up. So, that's, like, a massive glitch. But, in general, I think the place is just, it's not that interesting. Yeah. Now, the Yokai world. This place also changes too, but, I guess in, like, the first 2 games, they're the same, and then Yokai Watch 3, they make this, like, the Embazia Pavilion or Pavilion, however you pronounce that. Like, it's a whole, like, restaurant, which is really cool. But I think in the first 2 games, I would probably put it at B rank, I think. Because it's a really, I really love the music to it. I love how it's, like, a long, like, stretching road of, like, a bridge. It's just, especially like at the end of the first game, where it's like you're taking this long path to fight the final boss. I don't know, it's just a whole journey. Like, it kind of, with the Oni guards blocking each gate, giving you riddles or whatever. It's so cool. It's so cool. Like, it brings you down like memory lane, like, and it gives you this feeling of like, all right, this is it. Just one last trek, and this is it before the final boss. Well, before his first form, and then you fight his second form back in Mount Wildwood. I should have also mentioned that. Yeah, Mount Wildwood. In the first game, you fight the final boss there, and it's so cool. I loved the cherry blossoms, like the cherry blossoms all surrounded in that scene there. That whole part of that chapter, that was so beautiful and really cool. Harrisville. I would put Harrisville, I would say, probably at B rank. It's like one of the main maps used in Yokai Watch Blasters, which is really cool. I don't know, it's just a whole like area that I love, like the whole vibe around it, right? You get like this like mountain in the back that you do like the Master Nyada trials in, where you fight Demuncher and then Master Nyada himself to befriend them both, which is really cool. And I don't know, it definitely feels like this kind of town, like this is like, oh yeah, if you've had grandparents that like lived out in like the countryside or like very far away from your home, you feel like you've been at a place like Harrisville. Like, my grandparents used to live like far out away from us, like hours away from us, in like a very like small town. And this is honestly what it kind of felt like going over to Harrisville, going over their house. It kind of felt like that. Like, I kind of have that nostalgia when I kind of think of Harrisville. I kind of think back to like my old grandparents' place, which is really nice. San Fantastico, I'm gonna put honestly in D rank. There's not much in San Fantastico. It's a really small like fishing village. Maybe I'm wrong about this, but I feel like this is where Koma-san and Komajiro lived, right? Like in their countryside. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe I'm misinformed, but I kind of think that's where they're from. But even then, disregarding all that, it's just, to me, it's not really much of a town. I think that's it for my tier list here. Some of the areas I have not like gone to at all or visited at all in any of the games, like these areas here, and most of these areas in D. Hopper's Gorge, Gloombell Forest, and Grumbling Grotto I have visited because I have beaten Yokai Watch 3 before. I just don't remember them that much though. Yapple HQ, it was okay, but it's just a story area. Same with Hazelnut Mansion. I don't know. They're just story maps. Hazelnut Mansion is actually no. You know what? No. I'm changing that. I just remembered Hazelnut Mansion. Even though it is a story area, it was so fucking cool. Like just walking around, and then you even got to like walking around the hallways, and then you even got to be be one of your yokai. I think Jibanyan you can play as in one of the sections there. It was so cool. It was so cool. Yeah, I'll put that at B. And then all these ones, the other Yokai Watch 3 maps, they're okay. I put them in B, and then Colluvian content, put that in B as well. There's not really much to it. Most of it is just like the dungeons inside the Colluvian content, and if these were on here, I'd probably put these up higher. I didn't put anything in S, though. Yeah, but just for like nostalgia purposes, maybe just Uptown Springdale and S. I don't know. Yeah, that seems about right. Let's do this one next. Yokai Watch 1 of 3, all bosses. Oh man, there's a lot of them here. All right. I might have to. Oh, okay. So this is based on expert, hard, medium, casual, or easy. Oh, okay. So yeah, we could probably do that based on how difficult they were. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. That's actually really interesting. I never even considered that. A lot of these I have not faced because they are post game. I haven't really played much of like Psychic Spectre's post game or Yokai Watch 3's post game, but I'll do the ones that I have faced. For expert, I would low-key put actually no, not for expert. I'll put her at hard. She pissed me off a lot. She was really impossible when I first played, but that is definitely just a big skill issue though, because I think a lot of people can relate when they first played. Like their teams, I'm gonna be so honest, my team when I first played sucked. It was terrible. And especially even like the second time I played, like on my channel, it sucked. It was terrible. So I definitely struggled a lot with her. I'm gonna put her right next to her there, because I do remember. I don't remember what her name was, but I do remember her being really hard and just not being able to beat her because she was post game. But Dame Demona, I'll low-key put her at easy. She was so fucking easy. She's really easy, especially if you have the Yokai Mermaiden, because I don't remember why, but like her ability makes it so she doesn't get negatively inspirited, or it was either that or like she couldn't get her Soultimate stolen from her or something, because that was like her whole main gimmick. If I can remember correctly. I don't remember his name, but this guy, he was pretty medium, but he was also pretty casual. His whole wheel system thing, where like he locks your whole like scroll wheel on the bottom of the screen and then spins it around, changing the yokai. That is pretty fun. That is a pretty fun mechanic, but it can screw you over for sure. But I don't know. I'd put him at medium. He can be a challenge if you're not really prepared. But he can be like piss easy too. Chirpster, I'll put Chirpster at casual. They're pretty easy for a post game boss. They're pretty easy. Gutsy Bones, dude, Gutsy Bones is like expert level. He's the hardest boss ever. He's genuinely the hardest boss ever. I don't know how people. It was so insane why they put him as like the first boss. Like your yokai are only like level 10 at the most at that point of the game. I maybe it's just because your yokai are so low leveled at that point, but he was just so hard for me. I don't know. Let me know if you guys struggle with Gutsy Bones too. This guy was piss easy. The Yokai Watch 3 boss, I forget his name. Oh my god, it was the Go-Go Father or something like that. He was so easy. And then his second form, Don Spiracy. I don't see him here. Yeah, I actually don't see him here. I'll just count him as Don Spiracy. Oh no. Oh, there he is. Okay, he's right here. Yeah. So him both. Honestly, I'll put him as casual, but Don Spiracy was so unbelievably easy. It was kind of sad. I don't know. Like I remember having like almost no heals. I don't know why, but I just didn't have like any heals on me throughout like the whole like boss battle. I only had like a single pizza and like a couple like, I don't know, like bread food, but I was able to beat him like no problem. It was probably just, I don't know, it's definitely a very controversial like thing that they changed around the whole battle system. I liked it, I loved it, I thought it definitely had a lot of potential, but the way level 5 made it, it just made the game like so unbelievably easy. At least the story part, the story bosses were so easy. I don't know though. So yeah, I would probably just put like a lot of the Yokai Watch 3 bosses, at least the main story ones, in either casual or easy. Hosikoski is definitely very easy. This guy that you fight like a bajillion times, I forget his name. It's like Mr. X or something like that. He's honestly, I would say he's pretty medium. He's pretty medium. I did struggle with him just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. I see Cat Cradle here. Well, let's put Cat Cradle right at Expert. Why not? Here we go. So these are Kin and Gin, the twins here. Now these people, if you guys go back to like my Yokai Watch 2 Let's Play series on Desperado 2, and if you go to like the 1 hour full episode on my Yokai Watch 2 series there, dude, I struggled with these guys. I struggled, but it was so funny. It was so funny. I don't know how I didn't know, but like, so when you knock one of them down, the other gets like this little like stone item that revives the other one over time. I don't know why I never thought about this, but you're supposed to take your target, like your pin, and pin that thing so it shatters. You're supposed to pin that stone so it shatters. So then they have like a little cooldown mode where they can't resurrect the other sister. I don't know how I was able to beat them, but I just got lucky with like getting both of them down to like such low health and then hitting them both at like the same turn or something. I don't remember, but it was nuts. It was nuts. So I would low-key put them at hard for that. But yet again, I think for like a lot of these yokai, if you know what you're doing, they are pretty easy. Just because I wasn't, I would put that at hard. But with the knowledge I have now, if I were to go back and fight them, I would target that, and I think it would be pretty piss easy, because I was able to get their health down pretty quickly. I just wasn't able to, you know, defeat them quick enough, because they would just revive the other one, and their health would like go back to like halfway or almost full, which was nuts.
Okay, go Buchinyan, go. Yes, I know you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Come on. Come on. Come on. They're so low. So low. Yes, let's go. 100-hour special, guys. 100-hour special. Let's go. Yes.
I also do gotta think in like the context of like the Blasters games, because a lot of these yokai, especially like the classic ones, their difficulty does spike a lot. I don't know about the original Yokai Watch 2 because I wasn't able to fight Glitzy Bones. I think I might have fought Goldie Bones, but I don't think so in the original Yokai Watch 2. But I do know in the Blasters games they are pretty hard. Glitzy Bones is definitely like, at least for me, like he would be expert level of skill. I don't know. But he is like really tough. I think I have beat him like before, but only on like easy mode or something. I believe this is all the yokai I've fought in. All of these ones I don't think I fought in. Oh no, here's TheOutlaw'sVault. Yeah, he was pretty easy. I put Yokaiju in easy. I don't remember his battle much. Just put him in here. Easy. I don't really remember his battle much, but I don't think we got like a traditional battle from him. Because what I can remember is like Halian had to make like a mech suit or something. I think that was just the whole like boss battle. It was really fucking cool, but I don't think we got like an original just like classic battle from him. But I remember it being just like super easy though, super easy. But yeah, these are all the yokai I've fought in. I think this is Yell's Kitchen. Yell's Kitchen actually kind of kicked my ass once, and it was terrible. It was brutal. So he's either like pretty medium or pretty casual. I'll put him at casual though. But this whale guy kicked my ass the first time I ever like fought him in 3. He was part of like that main side quest with the 2 whale guys. I beat him pretty easily, but I would still say he's pretty hard. But then this whale guy, because he was so unbelievably fast and like over leveled, he kicked my ass so hard. And then I put Hinozol on here. I don't think they have Hinozol Woke. They don't have Wokenazol. No, I don't think they do. I don't see him. But yeah, Hinozol I hear is pretty tough. I'm gonna sound like such a LARPer here, but like I haven't fought in Hinozol either. But these guys are definitely pretty tough. I put Orcanos there. Cat Riddle's like the hardest boss in Yokai Watch 2. Glitzy Bones I put there just for like Blasters reasons, because I've yet to like beat his like normal stage. Yeah, and then all these guys, you know, I was just kind of thinking, like, from, like, medium, like, yeah, like, if you don't know what you're doing, they can be quite a challenge. I mean, especially, like, these guys here at the start. I'll put these at casual, just for that, why not? Yeah, like, if you don't really know what you're doing, they can be tough. But if you do know what you're doing, they can be a bit of a breeze. And these guys are pretty casual. Some people have struggled with, Sproink, that's what his name was, Sproink. Apparently people have, like, struggled with Sproink. I don't remember ever really struggling with him, but, like, I could definitely see that, because he's, like, the second boss. He kind of does show up almost out of nowhere, when you do kind of go to fight him. Like, you're not, I guess you're not really, if it's your first time, you're not really expecting to fight him. And at that point, like, your yokai are still, like, not even level 20. Maybe they are level 20, but I don't believe they are, because that's only, like, the fourth or third chapter, third or fourth chapter. Yeah. And then, like, Master Face and Calypso, they're pretty easy, I found. They're not hard at all. And then Phantom Samurai, yeah, I put him at easy, because I found him so easy. I don't know why, but I think people struggle at him. But I don't, for me, like, it's weird. Like, I've struggled at, like, the spider guy when I first played. But then with Phantom Samurai and every other time I've, like, fought him, he was so easy. And then even this guy, I would low-key put him back at easy. Because they're practically the same. They're practically the same. They're both, like, just unbelievably easy. And then a lot of these are, like, the Yokai Watch 3 bosses, which I don't know if it's, like, just, like, the fault of, like, the battle system, or if they genuinely did just make, like, every yokai just, like, easier. I don't know. But I found them so incredibly easy. But yeah, that's my Yokai Watch 2 bot. Not Yokai Watch 2. That's my Yokai Watch series boss tier list. Okay, which one should I do next? Ooh. I should do this one. The female yokais of Yokai Watch. Yes. Let's do this one. So these are all of them. Oh, they even got some Puni ones here. Okay, like the collaborations. Okay, cool. This yokai, I have no idea who they are. Let me make a tier here. We call it, I don't know, because I don't know who they are. That's what we're calling it. I don't know who these people are. Whoever goes in there. We'll call it I don't know, because I'm gonna put the yokai that I don't know who they are into there. This is probably gonna get, like, filled up though. This yokai here is, I think her name is Snow Specthair, I think. Snow, like Spectre, but Specthair. She's like an agent, a secret agent yokai. That's pretty cool. I think she appears in 3. I'll put her at B. She's cute. Crystal Fox. Is this just Crystal Fox, or is this like a special version? I guess we'll see. I don't see her anywhere else. No, I do. So this is a different version. I don't know. I'll put her at D, but then I'll put, like, the original. If I can find the original. I'll put the original at, like C. She's kind of cute. I don't know. No idea. This is like a special skin for Griselda. I don't know. I think I'll leave the special. I don't know what I'll do for the special skins. I think I'll just put all the special skins in D, because I don't really care much for them. I'll be so honest. This is a different skin for, like, Butterfly. These are like Yokai World or Puni skins, right? Yeah, I don't know who that is. This is Annie Hart. Annie Hart seems like it's just like a sweet, really sweet old lady. I'll put her at C. She would definitely make you, like, some, like, cookies or something if you were to visit her. Ad Smella, she's going straight at A. Oh, this yokai, I think her name is, like, Camila. I could be wrong, but I think, no. That's the red one, because they're, like, Blazzaria recolors, right? So there's the red one. Then what's her? I don't know. Does she appear in 3? She might. I could be wrong, though, but I'll put her at B. She's kind of cute. And I'll put her at A. Why not? I have no idea what this thing is. I'm gonna be so honest. That's going right in A. Oh, this is not to spoil or anything, but this is actually a person who got turned into a yokai, and they're pretty important to you. Not that important, but they do have, like, a bit of story relevance in the third game. I'll put them at C. It is pretty tragic what happened to them. Blizaria, that's a classic. She's really cute. I'll put Blizaria at B. And then this is the Yokai Future. This is the Shadow Side version of her, I think, in Yokai Watch 4. Or the future version, I guess. I'll put her at B too, but then Blizzy. I'll put Blizzy at A. Just, I don't know, those glasses do something. Chadley, Loki, Chadley's kind of slept on. I'm not gonna lie. I'll put Chadley at A. Ooh, Demona. Demona's pretty awesome. I'm gonna put Demona at A. She's really cool. I really love her design. I don't know, there's just something with like the black and the purple hair, like the black robe, having it like, you know, the original's blue, but then having it be like black and then like the pinkish kind of magenta thing that goes around her, and then the purple hair. I don't know. It's a really cool like color scheme. I really love the design. I have no idea who this is. I swear to God, I remember thinking like, it was either like somewhere on like a Discord server I was in, or like a post somewhere where I genuinely thought that this like blue version of Dismeralda was a Yo criminal, because you know the Yo criminals, they're not befriendable, and they always have like really cool, weird, different like off like color schemes to them. So I just kind of saw this and I was like, oh yeah, like a blue Dismeralda, yeah, it's definitely a Yo criminal. But no, this is like their own yokai. I have no idea who this is. This genuinely confused me. I guess like if they had the bow, that would definitely be more convincing that they were a Yo criminal, but they don't. So it's like, oh yeah, that's definitely their own yokai. I guess I could have came to that conclusion, but I didn't. I don't know. And then they got Drizelda twice. Sure, I'll put Drizelda at B. She's cute. Who is this? I have no idea who this is. Their hair is like a bunch of hands. That's got to be like a Yokai Watch 3 yokai. Or like maybe Busters 2. I don't know. I'm going to put them in I don't know, because I don't know who they are. But that's a really funny design. Dude, they got friggin' Hello Kitty? What? When was that? That's got to be, I don't know. I was going to say like, oh, that's got to be Puni Puni, but no, that's definitely Puni Puni. No, that's definitely Puni Puni. That's really funny. Yeah, I'll put Hello Kitty at B, and then they got Hello Kitty Enma. That's freaking awesome. I'm putting that in A, just because that's so awesome. Her excellency. I've never seen her in game, but she's really pretty, so I'll put her at A. 'Cause why not? Oh yes, okay. I feel like I don't need to make an explanation for this one. Cat Cradle, just because her design is really awesome, I'm putting her at A. And she has that aura, you know. She has that aura with her of just being like the strongest yokai. Kin and Gin, I'm putting you guys at D. I hate you guys. Now this is funny. They don't have like regular, unless I've like missed them, but they don't have like regular Tungus and Nurse Tungus. They have like the Yokai World like reskins, like the costumes of them, which is interesting. But I'll low-key put them at A. I really like them. They've got really cute like designs to them and everything. They're pretty top tier yokai anyway. Like they're really good like for healing, especially like Nurse Tungus is one of the, not one of the best, but she is a really good healer in the second game. And it's really awesome that you do get Tungus as an auto befriend. All you need is just like Pinky Poo, I think, or it's either Pinky Poo or Schmoopy to fuse with Tungus, and you get Nurse Tungus. Wait, Lexit is a girl? No way. That's hilarious. Shoot, man. Oh, this one's hilarious. I love, I forget her name though, but I really loved her chapter in the manga. It is so unbelievably funny. I'm putting her B. She's just so adorable. A Little Charmer, she's definitely going in A. No questions there. Love Torn? I don't like Love Torn. She's too common of an E rank yokai. Whenever I'm like trying to search for like a specific yokai in 3, it's always Love Torn for whatever reason. She's annoying. I don't like her. And that really seems about it. Now it's just Mama Aura. I'll put Mama Aura. Where did I put Auntie Heart? I put her at C. I'll put Mama Aura at C too. Yeah, she's pretty cool. She's a really good healer. I think I don't remember which one I have in Yokai Watch 3 right now, but it's either Mama Aura or Auntie Heart. But one of them I have on my team, and they're really good healers. But yeah, this is the This is the Yokai Watch girls. What is it? Yokai Watch. Female yokais of Yokai Watch tier list. Yeah, so this is my ranking right here. You know, S rank, no questions there. A rank, B rank, C rank, D rank, and then the I don't know costumes. I'm leaving these guys out because either I don't know who they are, or they're just alternate costumes. I put some of the ones that were costumes in there. Yeah. Yeah, this is the tier list. Let's look for something else now. Oh, here, this is a big one. Let's do the Yokai Watch games tier list. Hell yeah, and this is all the games? Fuck, okay, yeah, let's do it, They got, the European covers. No, they don't, what am I talking about? Just for the first game. But, yeah, so the first Yokai Watch game, I would genuinely put that at A. No, I would not. I would put that at B. It's a really, really good game. When you go back to it, if you ever like decide to go back to it, or if it's like your ever first time playing Yokai Watch, you want to get into Yokai Watch, I would wholeheartedly recommend playing the first game first. Yes, you can go into Yokai Watch 2 because they do a bit of like a reset almost. But I would still recommend playing Yokai Watch 1. It is so far, you know, the cheapest out of the games to buy right now, if you are going to go down that route. And it is a really, really fun experience. But it's not where the series has peaked. By far. It is not where the series has peaked. Fleshy Souls should go in a D. Because, like, probably the worst version of 2 ever. Oh man, they don't even have bony spirits? What? I just realized that. They don't even have bony spirits. I mean, that sucks. Man, no boner representation out here? Dude, that sucks, man. What? They got Psychic Specters, but no bony spirits? They got, Fleshy Souls. Ugh. I guess they're kind of the same game. It doesn't really matter. I'll put Psychic Specters at A rank. Cause, and I've always kind of said this, the Yokai Watch 2 games are insane with the amount of content that they added on from the first game. Like, you play the first game, it's a really fun experience with lots and lots of content, so much more content than you would ever find in any other monster collecting game, right? But then you go to, like, Yokai Watch 2, and it's like, holy shit, where have you been all my life? There's just so much to do in these games. It's insane. It's like, I've been talking out through this whole video where it's like, oh yeah, I haven't really experienced that yet. I haven't like done this much yet. Because it's true. There is so much to do in these games. It's insane. Yokai Watch 2, especially Psychic Specters, because it is the third version. It's not. I would not consider it the definitive version of the games, but it definitely kind of acts like it is because it adds just so much more content than Bony Spirits and Fleshy Souls. Especially to like the main story stuff, like they add back a mini game that was in the original games, like the original Japanese version of the games. They add a mini game back that was in like the middle of the story where you train with Nathaniel, and then they added new cutscenes and stuff, which is really cool. Yeah, I don't know. It just, and then they add like a whole like they just expand so much on the post game. It's nuts. Yeah, no, Psychic Specters is such an amazing game. Yokai Watch 2 is such an amazing game. It's like a completely different experience from the first game. If you almost kind of think about it. It's nuts. It's nuts. Sengoku Kushi. I'm totally butchering that. Yokai Watch Sengokushi, I think. I've never played that before. So I'm going to make another tier list. Or another tier, I mean. And I'm gonna say, have not played. It does suck when, like, you know, tier lists make, like, when people who are doing tier lists do have that, kind of. Like, it does, like, suck, like, they haven't played, they're not gonna care, right? And they just kind of dump it in there. I know, but I've played a lot of the other Yokai Watch games on here, just not all of them, unfortunately. Yokai Watch 3, let's go straight in S. I've always kind of had that debate in my mind, which I prefer between Yokai Watch 2 or 3. I always kind of go like 3, but I do kind of want to go back to 2. But 3 is just such an amazing game. Especially, it is kind of weird, the whole situation, with the the international release of 3, or at least like the North American and European release of 3, where it's basically the definitive version of 3, because the original 3 in Japan was 3 games, and to get the most content, even the 3rd game, you needed like toys and arcade games or whatever to link to, and so much merch to like link it to the games. It's just not even stuff that are the actual games. But if you wanted to experience everything, you would have to transfer your save file from either sushi or tempura into sukiyaki, and then like do a bunch of trading from either sushi or tempura to sukiyaki, whichever opposite game that you didn't transfer over your save over. And then you like got to scan all these QR codes and passwords and everything from all the merchandise. It's nuts. It sucks. And even from other games like Blasters, you got to do that with. Even like the Sengokushi, I think you got to do that with. It's nuts. But at least, you know, when they brought it over to the West, you know, they were easy on us. They gave us all the QR codes for free, all the passwords for free. They gave us a bunch of content for free, you know, and they practically like used the mold of sukiyaki and just made it the definitive version, but not really, because, you know, it does really suck, because you do end up like, if you do want to like 100% complete Yokai Watch 3 and everything, you are gonna need like extra copies, or at least friends who have a copy of 3 to trade stuff with, because it sucks but like you kind of trap yourself into like picking a version of the game you're playing, which sucks. Like it sucks. Like, you can't just like have 2 versions. Like you pick something along like in the story, and you basically like lock yourself out of like so much content. It sucks. I'm sorry if I'm not really explaining it properly, but whatever. It sucks. For Yokai Watch 4, I've never played Yokai Watch 4. I would really love to. It definitely is, I feel like, a bit of a controversial game, because they changed so much stuff about it, especially like the art style and graphics, which is like insane. And there's 4++. I'll put that there as well. 4++, I would assume, is better than the original 4, because they add just so much more stuff to it. Busters 2, I would really love to play Busters 2 someday, but I hear the game is like just terrible, just so bad and like slow. That's what I hear, though. That's what I hear. Busters, though, I would genuinely put Busters at A rank. I loved Busters. Red Cat Core. That's what team I'm on, because I really like cats, and Jabanya is really cool. And yeah. But yeah, no. I really loved Busters. It is so hard, though. It is so incredibly hard, and it sucks now that like you can, unless you mod your 3DS, you can't like complete the game at all, because the bosses are just, they get impossible, and like your AI teammates just suck so much, and some yokai like genuinely require you to play online to get like these little insignias to unlock them. It's ridiculous, but I don't know. And okay, this is one thing I hated the grinding in Blasters, though. This is almost making me want to put it in D rank. Right, if the game wasn't so fun, I would genuinely put Blasters at D rank, because honestly, like, the story isn't really much to write home about. Not really. But I mean, I don't know. like the story isn't much to write home about, but the gameplay is just, it's so fun. I love the gameplay and everything with it. But the grinding is terrible. Your yokai don't gain levels, and there's no money in the game either. The whole system is based around the Oni orbs from Yokai Watch 2's Terror Time, right? They all revolve around that. Everything, like when you buy stuff, you don't use money. No, you use Oni orbs, and you can end up using like thousands or like hundreds or thousands of them. And then for leveling up, you use like thousands and thousands and thousands of Oni orbs to level up and evolve your yokai. It's ridiculous. But I'm so glad that in Busters T in Yokai Watch 3 that you do get like money, or you can use your money and stuff. And then I think levels are just, they don't work like that. They are based on the level of your yokai in the base game, which is really cool. Yeah. I've played Yokai. I have played a Japanese game, and that's Yokai Watch Just Dance. I would low-key put Just Dance at A. It's really fun. I don't know. I love that they have like all like the music and stuff from like King Cream Soda and everything. I don't know. I really liked it. It's really charming. A bit of a pretty weird kind of collaboration that they did, but I don't know. It was pretty charming. I liked it. It was cool. I have no idea what this is. This might be I was gonna say this might be Yokai World, but no, this is Yokai World here. I've never played Yokai World or any of these games, so I'll just put these all here. That's basically the end of the tier list there, but I have no idea what this one is. I honestly kind of forget about Metal Wars too. I could be wrong, but I think Metal Wars might be a Japanese exclusive mobile game. It might have been. Don't quote me on that though. Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. There's Puni Puni or Wibble Wobble. I wish I got to like at least experience a little bit of it, but I for whatever reason I never like was able to. I feel like I definitely could have though. I definitely could have like been in that window to have at least like tried. At least maybe like Yokai World or something. But I don't know, like I never, when I was a kid, I never owned a phone, not until I was like in high school, like genuinely, which, you know, I'm pretty proud about. I didn't need a phone when I was that young. But even then, like I owned an iPad for like many years. I want to say since I was in like grade like 4 or 5 maybe, I owned an iPad, and around then, like Yokai Watch was coming out around then. So I definitely could have like gone on like Puni Puni or something, or Wibble Wobble, or any of these, but I don't know. I missed it, I guess. I don't know what happened. I don't really know. Y School Heroes. I would love to play Y School Heroes someday. It just looks so interesting to me. I don't know what the whole gameplay is. I think it might be similar to Blasters, I think. But that, yeah, I don't know. The whole concept just intrigues me. And this is practically Yokai Watch 5. People forget this, but like Y School Heroes is practically Yokai Watch 5. Right? Just think about that. I don't know. Maybe check it out. Check it out if you're able to. Even though I've never played it, I would recommend it. I don't know if that's weird to say or not. Yeah, here's my Yokai Watch games tier list. Oh, let's do this one here. The updated Yokai Watch YouTubers tier list. All right. Yeah, let's check that one out. Let's check this one out. All right. So to start it off, 101 Leafy. He's actually kind of the GOAT. I'm not gonna lie. He's really cool. I'll genuinely put him at S. I'll put him at I'll put him at S. A lot of these people I have not like seen. I'm just gonna be like straight up. I haven't really seen them, but I kind of know of some of them. So I'll do my best. Abdallah, he's going straight at E. I would put him higher, but because like he has contributed like a lot of positive to the Yokai Watch community, but he has also attributed not so some positive things, not just to the Yokai Watch community. You know, I'm putting him at E. Chromanize, this is a really interesting story. I think he nuked his whole channel, didn't he? I don't know. I remember seeing that. Like I remember waking up one day and then like seeing like a post somewhere on like a Discord server I'm in or whatever or somewhere, and people were like, what happened to Chromanize? Or like, what happened to Chromanize? And apparently, I don't have Twitter, but he made like a tweet saying like, yeah, it was a fun project, but I think I'm gonna be done with it now. Like, bro, what? What do you mean? Was this all a social experiment? Like, what do you mean? Like, what did he mean by that? You know? I'm genuinely gonna put him at A, because he was really cool. I loved his introspective videos about Yokai Watch. I think he made videos other than Yokai Watch. I think so. I think I've watched those. I think what he was most memorable about was his Yokai Watch content. I don't know. I don't know if that's rude to say or not. Yeah, it's just a crazy situation. I guess because like I don't know. I guess that's fair. Like he's done with his channel. Like he was done with like the Yokai Watch stuff, and he just wasn't gonna upload anything else. But like I don't know, man. Don't delete your channel over that. Like at least like have those videos like there. They're not really, but they kind of are lost media now. Like yes and no. Like they can definitely be retrieved, I feel like. But just like without having to be needed to be retrieved, unless anyone like downloaded them, they're kind of lost media in that way now, aren't they? I don't know. Yeah, I'm putting him at I'm gonna put him up at A because I really enjoyed his videos when he first started making Yokai Watch videos. They were really good. His whole like introspectives. I even commented on a few, and I remember getting like, I think I either got like a reply or at least he like liked my comment, which is really cool. Gallatin, he was pretty interesting. I didn't really watch many of his other videos. I don't even think he really does videos anymore, does he? I don't know. I could be wrong. I think I remember last time I checked, and it wasn't even that long ago. His last video was like a few months ago. So I don't know, but he doesn't really make Yokai Watch content anymore. I remember the whole thing about him is that he started off doing a like a whole like awards thing. Like he would do like a whole like Yokai Watch YouTuber awards or something. It was something like that. Whereas like he would give out awards for like, oh, this is like the best playlist or like best contributor to like the Yokai Watch community or like best fan project or something like that, which is really cool. I always wanted to be a part of that. I never was able to. I don't think he does that anymore. There was like this whole like situation where like a bunch of like bots, like actual bot accounts, would like vote, because it was all done on like YouTube, like YouTube's like post system where like you could do like votes and stuff. So they would go there and they would just like review bomb something or I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like they would just like vote one person to like oblivion, making like the other people lose. It was so weird, and it was I don't know the whole situation about it. I think I remember watching a YouTube video about it. I was low-key affected. I was genuinely affected by that shit too. And it was just because like I was a part of like a Yokai Watch project during that time where they found all these people who were Yokai Watch YouTubers, and it'd be like, okay, let's go harass these people for no reason. It was so weird. I'm not blaming him for this, by the way. He had nothing. I don't think he had anything to do with it. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think he was. I think he's a pretty cool guy. I think he's a pretty chill guy. But I don't know. It was so weird. I'm glad it was all over. I think the whole thing, it was just a bunch of stupid children. I think that's all it was, though. It was just a bunch of stupid children making, well, like, what they would do, they would even make, like, a bunch of, like identity theft type of shit. Like, they would make, like bot accounts of, like, different people. Like, I remember seeing, like cloned accounts of, like, different Yokai Watch YouTubers. Thankfully, they never did that to me. That would have been really annoying. But they did that with, Coolio Cafalo. I think they might have done that with 101 Leafy even, and Games with Will. I think, I don't know. It was so weird. But I'm so glad that they don't do that anymore. That whole thing was just, I don't know. I'm so glad that that's just gone. That was just, I don't know. It was annoying. Anyway. Games with Will. He made really amazing content. I really loved his whole like shorts series where he would try to get like paradise balls by beating Cat Cradle a bunch. I really loved that like little like series that he had going on when he first started out. Yeah, I'm in his server, but he doesn't post anymore. I don't think. I think the last video of his was like a year or two ago. I could be wrong, but it was like forever ago. Dynamon, he's kind of new. I think he's kind of new. I know he's on Instagram, because I'm pretty sure he follows me on Instagram. Follow my Instagram, by the way. Shameless plug. But he's really cool. He makes really amazing videos. Like, really amazing, like, short contents. They're very informative on, like, the topic that he's, like, given out. And, like, they're just so, like, wonderfully edited. This guy here, I would not consider him a Yokai Watch YouTuber. I remember seeing a few of his like thumbnails before on the YouTube homepage. What he basically does, like the kind of videos he makes, I guess, are like deep dives on like old like 3DS games or just old games in general, like old Nintendo games. And a couple of his videos have been on Yokai Watch, or at least like just like one of them. I don't know. It got really popular though. But yeah, I haven't seen really any of his videos. I think I've seen maybe a couple of his like YouTube shorts though, and they're pretty like edited, done. Like the editing is done. The editing is done pretty well, I would say. This Tuna Palooka guy. Yeah, I'm gonna put him at E. I don't know. He cheats, so I don't know. I'm gonna put him at E rank. Yokai Watch Database. I've seen a couple of their stuff. Their stuff is really awesome. I'm putting them at honestly, I'm gonna put them in S. They make some really good like informative videos and stuff, and you know, database type of videos about Yokai Watch. Yeah, just gonna put him there. Yeah, that's pretty much it though. A lot of these people I either just have not like seen any of their stuff, or I've just like never heard of them before. Especially this guy. I don't know who this guy is. I don't know who this guy is. His stuff probably like sucks. I'm gonna put him at E rank though. I don't know. I would never watch this guy's stuff. It's just his profile picture is definitely like stolen too. Like he didn't make that, right? And the name itself is just kind of lame. Like Desperado 2. Like who names their stuff that? I don't know. It's weird. Yeah, that's basically my ranking. Maybe I'll check out these guys. You guys definitely check out a lot of these guys. I don't know if they still make videos anymore though. They probably do. They probably make some pretty quality content. Actually, Wagnog, I've seen some of his stuff. I'll put him at B. Yeah, you know what? I think I recognize Nag. I think he's commented on one of my videos before. I'll put him at B too. Why not? Yeah, but that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for my my little tier list here. And I think that is going to be it for this video's tier listing. What do you guys think on my opinions? Do you think they're right? Argue with me if they're not. I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my Yokai Watch YouTuber ranking and all my other rankings. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. It's been a minute. See you guys later.